Also, just a fun fact, if you've subscribed, then you should unfeed and then feed again, because then you get sub luck. Get preferential treatment for being a subscriber, so you can activate that by unraffling and then re-raffling. Right, Tooth Tunes. Let's hear it. So this is SWNS, new version unmastered by Stutters. Interesting intro you got there. Yeah, man, I'm feeling this one. Yeah, this is sick. Right, here we go. That's pretty sick. So yeah, I mean, I guess this is more like in the writing stage, not really in the production or mixing stage, because definitely the writing and stuff, I think that works. There's nothing really wrong with it. But there's a lot of offending frequencies on the vocal. Like the high end is very, very loud in places on the vocal, and you can probably de-ess that a bunch and get that taken care of. But yeah, let me see. Yeah, so this is something I noticed, that there's not a lot of activity here in the mid bass area. I feel like you could even add a totally new mid bass to this part, like something that plays like doom. Let me play around with it. Why not? Got Hummer. Like I mean, I'm just messing around, but like. I feel like there's space in there for something like that. So like, just that's more like from a writing perspective. I would add some kind of mid-bass synth here with reverb, maybe some kind of deep house type thing, just to, you know, create more warmth in that intro. Am I on? I am on. Yes. So right here, this part is nice. You gotta control that high end a little bit more because it sounds a little bit too sharp. But I think that the brightness of this drop could contrast if you add that bass synth or something that I just made, like something like that, then you could create the warmth here, and then that would be a nice contrast to the brightness of the drop, right? So you get warm and then bright, and then warm and then bright. It's very cool. The actual drop here is good. I guess it could use a little bit more in this area as well, like maybe a little bit more of a mid bass layer. It feels a little bit like the sub is very isolated. So right here, I know that you want to get that pumping feeling from the sidechain, but it might be smart to automate the length of the sidechain. So that's something I like to do when I have parts like this. I kind of shorten the sidechain a little bit on these parts and keep it the same everywhere else. So it's very subtle, not really noticeable, but it's a little bit cleaner. It just sounds a little bit more intentional and less like it's just all over the place. So right here, that high end is totally dominating and way too loud, but since it's not mixed, you know. Or maybe it is mixed. Well, you gotta take care of that high end in my opinion. Right here, this is just way too much. It's gotta be flatter and like less noisy. Like a little bit less, you know, a little bit less spiky and whatever. Because this is like, it's very fatiguing, very, very dangerous. Here I would kind of keep it the way it is, and then later, like here, when the vocal's coming in, you've got context, so you can bring in that warm bass synth again. So yeah. Yeah, SoundCloud compression, but you know, that's not an excuse. It's gotta sound good, even on SoundCloud. Like, gotta make it sound good everywhere, so you know. De-essing on the vocal and stuff. So yeah, I don't know if this is mixed or not. If it is supposed to be mixed, then there's a lot of work left to do. But yeah. Generally, I think it's pretty cool. Not really that much more to say about it. Just go finish it. It's cool, man. Yeah. I'm gonna... Well, if there's anything else you want to know, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna roll someone new. Pretty happy with the ideas here. Alright. No, thank you for sending that in. It's awesome. Good stuff, man. Alright. I'm gonna roll somebody